This is Fish Creek Park, right in the middle of Calgary. But what's funny story happened. It's like 7:30. What's the time now? 7:45, and I wanted to come to park my car and start walking in this Voitas Flats. It's called Voitas Flats, but actually on the map it says Burdock Trail. And so we just kind of like south of downtown. See, like this is yeah. So it took me like 40 kilometers to come here, but this is a great area, and I didn't want to drive too far. But basically, when I was coming this way, it was sending me here, and I didn't realize that there's no road here. Like, you cannot park your car. There's no parking here to start. I thought I would be starting from this way, and so I turned on this road here. Yeah, I was on this road. What is this? Canyon Meadows Drive, and there's construction there, and there's a sign that says a right lane closed. You know, up ahead like 200 meters there's construction, and so usually that's a good spot where you can pull off because there's no road after you, right? So I pull off, put on my flashers, you know, like a professional driver, even though I have a non-professional, non-commercial class 5 now, right, in Alberta. So it was 7:40 in the morning, Saturday, July 1st, Canada Day. As soon as I stopped, there's police behind me. Like, I could not believe, like, there's, you know, a huge Ford Explorer SUV pulls up behind me, you know, the lights are on, and the lady comes over to me like this, you know, with a hand on the gun, because of course, you know, I look like a criminal at 7:40 in the morning. Morning, sir. What? I said, guys, I'm sorry, I'm lost. I said, I'm trying to get to the Fish Creek Park, and I thought there was an entrance here. Now I'm just trying to find, you know, where I go. And she says, okay, keep going on this road, next time pull off to the side, don't just stop on the road. I said, yes ma'am. She said, okay, keep going this road, turn left on Elbow Drive, go all the way down, and you'll see the parking lot, and that's Elbow Drive over there. So this is the only way actually where you can stop. So just, if you want to come here, just remember this Elbow Drive, and what was that, Canyon Meadows, basically. Yeah, you follow Canyon Meadows to this, I think it's this one, yeah, Elbow Drive, and Elbow Drive ends at this Burdock Trail and public bathroom. That's that building over there, and the trail goes this way and this way. So I think this way, that's where I want to go. And so today I'm gonna do 4.6 clicks, 4.6 kilometers going this way west, and alongside Bow River, and then I put in, this is my destination. And you can also start from there. You can actually go there, park your car, but that's like way farther, right? So you have to go around in a car. So I thought I would start here. So that's what I'm doing today. So July 1st, Canada Day, big holiday in Canada, same as Independence in US. Let's go. So that's the bathroom. So it turns out I have to go this way, and this is mostly, of course, for bikes, you know. And so I had to use this. I tried first a different, I have attachments there. Tried those like a little leg, shaped like a leg. It was weird, so I just attached these. So it's not very good for Nordic walking, but then I saw that they have these shoulders here, so I can try to walk on shoulders as much as possible. It's a beautiful area. Like, they have people, those probably, I don't know, millions of dollars over there to live like that near the park. Turn right. This thing can be very confusing. Like, right where? This way? Man. Oh yeah, so I can see this one. Okay, should be this way. And that's what it is. Paved bike path pretty much. And the river I can see, I think that's the river. On the left, very quiet here. Beautiful area. Good morning. And today's being the Canada Day, maybe later I go and do some photography. Maybe there's some kind of marches somewhere. Usually Canada Day there's, you know, big celebrations. I don't know, I should have brought the camera with me, because now it's 40 kilometers away in the wrong direction, because if there's gonna be any parades, they're gonna be downtown. Right now I'm really close to downtown. Well, never been in this. I've been to Fish Creek Park, but never been to this part. See here they have a stormwater wet pond. Stormwater wet pond. So one thing you can count on here is running into some wildlife. How do I know? Because there's a turn, right? The path turns left, and I see right straight ahead there's a deer. There's a deer right next to those bushes over there. And he heard the noise of my poles, and he turns the head this way. Probably have never heard the sound of Nordic poles hitting the pavement. He's still there, not moving. They're probably used to people over here. People probably even feed them. Oh wow, I see a biker coming on that hill. Is that where I'm going? Oh, look at this, over there. See there? Very young one. And starts trotting away. Right now it stands at that gravel path. No, the path didn't go up that hill. It was just kind of like an unauthorized trail. Because I didn't expect any significant gales in elevation over here. Cool. The guy used this part as a little trampoline. Oh cool, look at this. Oh wow. There's some cliffs over there. Nice. Looks like a beaver dam over there. Cool. Water's pretty clear. You know, this reminds me a little bit about my childhood when I was growing up in Ukraine, in Kirovograd, part of the USSR, and we had a beach. It was a public beach on this river called Ingul, I-N-G-U-L, Ingul, or maybe I-N-G-W-O-L. And the only way to get to it was to walk about 2 kilometers. Like there was a final stop of the bus, and all the buses, most buses we had were electric. They're called trolley bus, electric bus. They had these huge kind of like antennas or ears on the top, and they were hooked up to the wires. Like the entire town was covered in these electric wires, and so they could not leave. There's 2 cables at the top, right, or wires, and they had these constantly connected, kind of like a streetcar, except it was just like two sticks, basically, very long ones. And so you take that bus, you go all the way down to the very last stop, and it's like a U-turn, and the bus driver kicks everybody out, and then hordes of people are marching south towards the river through the woods, except the woods were it was all like fir trees. That was pretty cool. But then of course, you know, when we had a car, my dad eventually bought a car. Like if you have a car, you can actually go there right to the beach, but very few people had cars. When I was growing up, it was like you had to really to be rich to afford a car, because the car cost about 5-6 grand. You know, rubles, dollars, doesn't matter. Just let's say 5,000 units. My dad was about to buy. He was in a lineup, and you had to wait 2, 3, 5 years. Kind of like they put you on a waiting list, because there was such a shortage of these cars. And my dad really wanted to have that Volga M21. It looks like early American cars, you know, like from 50s. It looked exactly like that, like 2 round headlights. It was built with very thick metal, and I remember it just had a 3-speed tranny, and there was a lever on the steering wheel. Like basically it was a dream of every Soviet citizen, is to have that car, Volga M21. But then they stopped making them. By the time my dad was about, I don't know, 100 people away on the waiting list from getting that car, they said, sorry, no more Volgas. They stopped production. But they said, now we're switching everybody to Lada or Zhiguli. You want to buy a Lada? My dad is like, what the heck? Okay, we'll buy a Lada. But he only had like 2,000 rubles, where the car cost 6,000. So he borrowed 4,000 rubles, and my mom was really angry. I still remember. She said, are you nuts? But anyway, that's why so few people had cars, because I still remember when I was like, you know, 12, 13 years old, my mom was making about 125 rubles a month, right? And my dad, because he was in the military, he was kind of like the breadwinner in the family. He was making, I think, 210, 220. So the combined income was, what was it, 350 rubles, and the car cost 6,000, right? So and of course you have to buy food, you have to buy clothes for the kids, but the apartment was pretty much free, right? We didn't own the apartment, it was all government property. We were all kind of renters, right? So they only paid, you know, just kind of like condo fees, right? Just for water, electricity. It was very cheap. So even though salaries were very low, but the bus, Like to go anywhere in the city on a bus, electric or regular bus, it was 5 kopecks, like 5 pennies. So there was 100 kopecks in 1 ruble, right? So 1 ruble, you could do 20 rides on a bus, right? And I still remember a loaf of bread. Maybe I'm mixing up something. No, I'm pretty sure it was 5 kopecks. Same in the subway in Moscow when I moved to Moscow. And I remember a loaf of bread, like a dark, dark rye bread, was either 10 or 14 kopecks. Basically, everything was super cheap. And that's why the Soviet Union fell apart, because the government was subsidizing everything. It was kind of like a bankruptcy situation. Okay, you see here you can go this way. This is shorter, but I want to go a little bit further. So instead I'm going to go left this way, and then I'll cross the same river. Yeah, it should now recalculate. Yeah, I want to go here and then cross the river over there.
Head north.
Oh yeah, I'm going south. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Just make it a bit more interesting. Very few people, as you can see, mostly bikers or cyclists. Northwest. Come on, I'm going south. What I like about this is there's, as you can see, lots of trees. Lots of trees. So basically, yeah, back in those days, so a car was about 20 monthly equal to family income times 20. So let's say 350 times 10, 3,500 times 2. So roughly, right? So now let's say if you make 3 grand here in Canada, times 10 is 30. Right? So you can already buy for 30,000, you can already buy a small brand new car or a big used car, right? So now it's definitely the relation between the income and the car prices here are way better than back in the Soviet Union. That's why so very few people had cars. It was tough. And again, 200 rubles in those days, like what my father was earning, that was considered a lot, you know. And we had a funny situation where everybody was laughing at these engineers. So people that went to the university and they became engineers, architects, they made way less money than skilled, qualified, workers. Like people that work at a factory somewhere, with machines. Like I think even a truck driver, you would make more money. And so people were always laughing at when somebody said, "Oh, I want to be an engineer." Like, what? You want to be poor for the rest of your life? So workers made more money, like no BS. And so of course here in Canada, in the States, if you're an architect, engineer, doctor, you easily can become a millionaire. But the situation was reversed in Russia. I don't think many people know about this. So everybody was laughing at engineers, architects, doctors. People consider them stupid. Why would you want to go and spend 5 years at the university and then make like 140 bucks or rubles? Okay, now this is interesting. Pathway damage ahead. Use at your own risk. And to my right is some cool little creek over here. Man, this is so nice. Somewhere here I'm supposed to turn north. Otherwise I'll end up in Uzbekistan. Okay, I think, yeah, you see here left, that's south. This way is going to loop around and then start going north. Perfect, that's what I want. So I'm 2.5 clicks away from the other parking lot. Then I'm going to turn around and go back, so this should be about 5 clicks one way or 10 clicks return trip, so just over 6 miles. There's another lake over here, very open area. Yeah, one more deer over there where the bushes are. So this is another parking lot, but this is like in the middle of my route, so I didn't want to come here. Okay, park rules: day use only, no liquor, no motorized vehicles, pets must be leashed, bikes must stay on designated trails, feeding on wildlife prohibited, no unmanned aerial vehicles. Interesting. Why they care about drones? Why you cannot fly a drone here? The airport is 40 kilometers away. Oh, there's another creek on the left side. This is probably the best park I've been to. But this, of course, it's a bit cheating, right? There's no elevation gain here. Maybe, I don't know, 2 meters. But I ran yesterday for the first time for 20 minutes without stopping, so I don't want to exercise too much. So basically, that's like I said, you can choose any distance, right? Just find a spot on the map at the proper distance from your car, start your navigation and go. Or I'm 600 meters away from Shannon Terrace. I didn't bring any water with me, I left it in the car. So that's a good motivation to finish this quickly. Oh, here's a map. So my car is, somewhere here. Oh, here. Voitiers Flats. I don't know if you can see this. My car is here, so that's how I was walking like this. Shannon Terrace. And there we go. Shannon Terrace. Lots of benches everywhere. Okay, now I just okay, found my car. Burdock Trail at the Elbow Drive. You see Elbow Drive. So end of Elbow Drive, that's the spot.
Head southeast.
Okay, 4.3, but that's because it's sending me on top of the creek again. My tips are still fine after 5 kilometers. So now I'm just going back. Beautiful little creek. I'm back to the same bridge. So crossing over this little creek on the way back. Oh man, lots of mosquitoes here. I can see in the air. So it's a good idea. I sprayed before leaving home. I used the mosquito spray. Just sprayed something on my legs and arms and neck. So back to the same creek. Morning.
Pretty fast. Yeah.
And I believe this is the last stretch. So the parking lot should be on the other side of this hill. So that was pretty good. So probably took 2 hours, 10 clicks, 6.2 miles. My legs of course now feel tired, so this was a pretty good workout. And I like how this trail follows the creek and crosses it multiple times. Let's do my right over there. Okay, hold on. Where's the parking lot? Yeah, that's cheating. That's the electric scooter. Alright, here we go. One thing I can think about is the bottle of water in the trunk of my car. Because I haven't had a drop of water in over 2 hours. So the plan now is go back home. Okay, that's not my car. That's a Jeep, blue Jeep, but it's a Cherokee. Oh, there you go. Mine is over there. Mine is much more black. Because turns out I thought mine was Trailhawk. You know, Jeep Compass Trailhawk. Turns out it's not just a regular Trailhawk, it's Trailhawk Elite. It's like top of the line little Jeep. And because of that, see, the windows are tinted. The rear windows are tinted. It has a black wheel package and the roof is black. Made it. Alright, anybody? Oh, nobody stole my water. Okay, I'm just gonna protect them because they're a bit dirty. So yeah, the plan now is go home, take a shower, and then wait for 11 o'clock when the restaurants open. Go have some Canada Day celebration. Brunch. And time now is oh, it's only 10 to 10. Alright, thanks for watching, boys and girls. Oh wow, it's even misty, so it's still cold. And as you saw at the end there was much more people. I was here with like 8 o'clock. Now trails are pretty busy, so it's always a good idea to show up here early. I'm gonna show you guys how to get out of here, because this was not easy to find, right? My hands are sweaty, so I'm gonna put on these gloves over here. Yeah, see the parking lot. Parking lot fills up. So from the parking lot we're going to the beginning of the road, which is so Elbow Drive. And then the sign over here of Voiters Flats. Oh, there's even a trail over there. Oh yeah. Oh, and actually, yeah, it's sending me straight. Yeah, I came from this canyon meadows, which basically is, it's the wrong way. So I'll just show you how I'm getting back to the freeway, to Highway 2. Right, so Elbow Road. Yeah, that's how I came in. I came in from this canyon meadows, and this construction there, there's only one lane open. That's why cops almost arrested me. Next time stop, pull off the road. I'm like, hey, this lane ends in 100 meters. But you know, you don't want to argue, right? So I said, I'm sorry. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. And of course you have to make sure that you have your hands in view. You don't make any sudden movements. No, but and I had my four-way flashers on. But it still amazes me how as soon as I stopped, 2 minutes later there's a cop behind me. Yeah, so Canyon Meadows. We're on this. It's still Elbow, I think. So we're going to Anderson Road South. Like, and many places they have these signs. Yeah, because it's a school, but today is Saturday. Like, why do we have to drive 30 kilometers an hour? But that's what the sign said.
After 800 meters, turn right, Anderson Road Southwest.
There's one school there, there's one school on the left. Okay, where are we turning? .400 meters.
After 350 meters, bear right, Anderson Road Southwest.
Anderson Road. Okay, so we're turning right.
Bear right.
Highway 2 north, straight. Brakes are pretty good on this little Jeep. Almost remind me of the Hellcat I had before. Of course, they're not the performance brakes I had on the Hellcat, but this car is much lighter than the Challenger. Okay, so we're passing some kind of a plaza in here. So I see it's pretty easy. If I just didn't put in the correct destination when I was going this way, that's why I ended up on that crazy canyon road. Like here, you just make one turn, right? So you take this Anderson Road from Highway 2, and then you turn left on Elbow, and that's it. At the end of Elbow, that's the parking lot of the Fish Creek Park. Alright, so let's see. Highway 2 Deerfoot Trail is in 1 mile, 1.6 clicks.
After 1.4 kilometers, keep left.
Yes, ma'am.
After 350 meters, keep left, then take the highway. Keep left, then take the highway.
Oh wow, it's not just a ramp, it's kind of like a huge junction. You see? So this actually, yeah, if I was taking the proper route, it's real easy to get to this park. So highway 2 south to Anderson Road west, and then south on Elbow. That's it. Wow, this is a huge connector. Like 3 lanes, and then we lose 1 lane. Yeah, today is gonna be crazy traffic, I'm thinking, because probably restaurants are gonna be very busy today. Oh, and I'm gonna check out, see if there's anything interesting happening anywhere where maybe I can fish.
Go straight ahead, Deerfoot Trail north.
Where maybe I can fish out my camera and I can see downtown.
Follow Deerfoot Trail for 8.5 kilometers.
I see downtown up ahead, and it's pretty hazy. Like the air quality is still not good. So today is not a very good day for speeding, because there's definitely going to be a lot of cops. gonna finish this a long boring video somewhere here. So I just wanted to show you guys how to get out into that park. So everybody knows Highway 2 Deerfoot Trail, so that's the major yardstick, so to speak. All right, hope you enjoyed this little hiking tour. Happy Canada Day, happy Independence Day.